What is up, YeshGamers? Robert the Bruce here, of course, bringing you another Shoutcast. Today we are going to be watching some Obliteration gameplay. Already got a few Yesh guys in this server. The last game that we finished up while I was just getting things ready here was just a killer game, absolutely killer. So really looking forward to some good competition here. Before we dive right in, we're going to make sure we got settings going correctly on the stream. Make sure things are working well. They seem to be. Those are always famous last words, am I right? Server name is right there in the title of the live stream. So if you're tuning in and you want to play, you're on PS4, hop right into that server, get in the queue, and wait for someone to rage quit. Get in here. This video will most likely be going up on YouTube afterwards, unless we just have a bunch of technology fails and have a bunch of problems. But so far, so good. Looks like we are loading into the next map. So Obliteration is insane, super intense. Unless one team just has a whole bunch of snipers or you know, they don't understand what's going on. Typically, it's just complete chaos. And that's why I love it. It's one of my absolute favorite game modes. And I think it's perfect for a Shoutcast because you got to have teamwork getting in there and a plan. You know, typically just the run and gun mentality doesn't really cut it. And let's see, almost got things fired up here. Almost got things fired up. I have noticed one thing. If you're thinking this loading screen is taking forever, the spectator mode loading screen seems to take an abnormally long time as compared to the normal loading screen. So typically everybody's loaded in and rocking by the time the spectator mode catches up. Not sure why or what the whole reasoning is behind that, but that is how it is. So once again, if you're just tuning into the stream live, server name is in the title. If you're on PS4, join in. We'll be playing some Obliteration, assuming it ever loads in. It takes forever, it seems like, to get this thing going. Also, if you're watching live, please feel free to comment in once we do get going here on the quality of the stream. Let me know if everything's working well for you. Of course, I want to fix any issues that may or may not be popping up there. I'll pop on battle log while we're sitting here, see if my buddy's actually loaded all the way in. This is taking... No, there we go. Told you, it takes forever. Alright, teams are off and running, heading for the bomb. Just watching the stream, making sure that quality is good. If all is well, then we will continue and do this thing. Looking like it's holding pretty strong right now. Got Chinese already making a strong push for the bomb. I like it. Good stuff. So once again, if you're watching the stream live, let me know if quality takes a hit of some kind. I want to make those adjustments as needed. But otherwise, let's follow this action. And while we're waiting for things to really kick up, we're going to go and look through the squads and see where the Yesh guys are, so we can focus in and follow them. Looks like we got Scumdog on the Russian side, and Pac-Man on the China side. Uh-oh. Brothers on opposite sides of the war. Pac, what's up, dude? In the game and watching the stream. That's what I like to see. Alright, so I'm going to find out where you guys are. Okay, Scum and Conquer, okay, are both in Delta squad over here, so that's good to know. Meanwhile, let's make sure we keep an eye on the bomb so we know what's going on. I gotta find where Pac is on this side so we can follow him. Alright, he is in Charlie squad, so good to know, good to know. Let's go ahead and go take a look in here. Wow, Chinese making a quick push early on the Russian bomb site. Oh, and someone just ate it. But they've got a lot of soldiers over there. That's going to be tough. unless a whole bunch of Russians parachute in and show up quick. Well, you got a few here trying to do something. No dice right now. Let's see if they can make this plant go down. It looks like that was Pat planting it. Was it? He's over there in the action, but he wasn't arming the bomb. Oh, that might save the Russians. That attack boat is huge. Those are so killer. That very well might save them unless they can... okay, they got it. I was going to say, if they can't take down... They can't take down Pack, which he did. Yeah, wow. Such an awesome weapon on the battlefield. That a single attack boat most likely saved the Russian team there. So here we go. He is sticking around close to the bomb site, probably waiting for a pickup. There he goes, and he's on it. I think that was Conquer, and it was. Carrying the bomb. Let's follow him in. A little first-person perspective here. He's got a random blueberry driving it, so that's always a little terrifying. Oh my gosh. And the boat is down, and he's in the water. That's a tough place to be. And then you go underwater, hoping that it works, but it's always rough. Burkito watching the live stream. What's up, man? We are doing a shoutcast, so hop in this game. I'm going to be commentating this some obliteration matches. It looks like the Chinese have recovered the bomb temporarily. And this is why I love obliteration. It is just chaos back and forth. You know, if you've got two good teams really working hard on it, it's just constantly people grabbing the bomb, dying, just back and forth. Like, it's madness. And it's so much fun compared to... You know, I love Conquest, but sometimes it just gets a little old. You're sitting there, you got your snipers off doing nothing, people get bored. And, sometimes you just want a little action, you know what I'm saying? Take that however you want it. This guy is under crazy fire. I'm not sure why. Oh, he's crawling. Yeah. That's not going to work for long. That is not going to work for long. Let's take a bird's eye view here, and we're just going to wait and see what team really decides to attack this point with some serious force and make a move on something. I mean, the situational awareness is key in this mode because you roll up on the bomb, you don't know who's around. If you're not paying attention, it's almost always you're going to go down because the whole team is looking at you. Everyone's looking where the bomb is. So you've got to know what is going on in your specific area. Now that tank, it's a tough call because he's got to beat that tank to get out of there. There you go. Now he's got looks like an LAV or something is rolled up. Now that bomb carrier should really hop in one of those vehicles ASAP. I would choose the LAV because you can get a little more speed out of it. Okay, he's going for straight speed. Into the Jeep. Oh! He eludes the rocket. Love it. But he does not elude the rock. Oh, Pack. We're going to follow you, bud. Let's see how you're rolling in this. Little third-person perspective. Pac-Man rolling in the Jeep solo. It looks like he's getting locked on. Oh, and it hits! But he hops out at the last second. That was impressive. Most people go down in that scenario. But again, the situational awareness I was talking about. He was keeping an eye on what was going on around him. Now let's see who's going to get this bomb. Got a decent amount of Russian and Chinese players around it. A little bird's eye view here, and it looks like the Russians are first on the scene. Trying to get a lockdown. Nobody's actually picked it up yet. My personal strategy when I'm playing Obliteration, I love to just get in there like a bat out of hell. Just grab it, fastest vehicle I can find, quad, helicopter if needed, anything, just zooming it. Like, look at that, he's just rocking it with that Jeep. And that's the way I like to play this game. As quick as you can, just hit them fast. So, let's see who this is. And it looks like they are going to get the arm. So they got it. Now, not much time. You know, Obliteration timing just ticks down real quick. You've only got a matter of seconds to get in there. That's it. So the Russian side is going to take an early lead. They got way too many guys around there for the Chinese to even have a hope to disarm this one. And there it is. Gotta love the huge explosion and a bunch of friendly deaths. But Russians starting off strong, taking out Alpha objective for the Chinese team. Corrito, what's up? Hop in the game and join us. Pack switch teams love it. You in the Delta squad with everybody else. You're in there with Scum. Let's see, did we lose the other Yesh guy? We may have. Yes, we did. So we're going to be right now monitoring the Delta objective, or the Delta squad, I mean, for our Yesh guys. Of course, if you get in this game, throw it into the chat. Let me know what team you're on, what squad you're in, so I can follow you if you happen to get right in the heart of the action. So the Chinese now have to decide how they're going to be playing this. They're down 1. Obviously, momentum is with the Russians. Russians are already seeming to lock down this area. And you know what? This right here, this is potentially the problem. Look at those guys. Multiple Chinese players on top of buildings, sniping, firing rockets. That is just not helpful in this game mode. Yeah, you may pick up a kill here and there, but even if you kill the bomb carrier, who's going to go grab the bomb? You're certainly not. You're up on the roof sniping. And like that guy just did some work with whatever gun he's using, and he killed them all, but he's right there in the action, up close and personal. That's what it takes. Very rarely does a sniper really offer a lot in Obliteration. Now, if you're covering an objective that your team just armed, and that's a very specific scenario, but if your team arms an objective and you're covering it, that can be helpful. You can keep the enemy off of it if you're a decent sniper. But again, very situational where that is actually helpful. Lots of Russian players swooping in here. Gotta love that. And usually you can set up and do that on the fly. So again, personal opinion, most of these snipers that are just off trying to pick off shots, not very helpful, not doing much for their team. So let's get a little closer here, see if we can pick out who's actually got this bomb right now. It is Scumdog, so we're going to follow him. Oh, and he goes down, just like that. Pack is trying to bail in close. Oh, he's going to try to get a shot on the... Oh, and it's a near miss. Gotta love the effort, though. Bomb has been swiped by the Chinese, so they've got a few players actually playing the objective, going for it. He's into the water and moving relatively quickly. But he's got some serious Russian opposition to get through, including their attack boat, that guy. A for effort, but not going to be making it happen. That's going to be the nail in the coffin on that Chinese push there. Now, the Russians not only have their attack boat right next to the bomb, but they've got a decent amount of soldiers in this area, too. So if they're able to get that bomb into that attack boat, we could very well be looking at the Russians taking a serious lead in this game. But, as of right now, no one's going for it. Bomb is floating. Clearly, the attack boat driver can't really bail to go get it. Okay, there we go. He's got somebody going after it. Making a run. It's Scumdog, gotta love it. Playing the objective, and he's going his own route. He's just taking it and heading out of Dodge. Fast and Furious style. I love it. Baller, welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in, bro. Now, where is he going to be going? That's the question. Cruising fast. Looks like he might have a friend riding on the back. Too bad it's not a hot chick, am I right? Oh, and if he survives that guy, wow. I cannot believe he did not go down quickly right there. That attack boat. Oh, but they did pick him off, and look at the look at the bodies flying. I absolutely love it. Enemy attack boat making a push on it. Looks like the Chinese might have just been saved. They got a decent amount of forces right around there pulling this thing back. So the Chinese have reacquired the bomb. And he's heading to a tactical jet ski of his own. Now the question is, where's he going to go? Charlie is just overrun with guys right now. I mean, maybe not directly on it, but they got that LAV over there. They got several guys on the island, but it looks like that's where he's going. If he pulls this off, I'll eat my words, because he does have the attack boat. So this isn't the worst move ever. If he can get it armed, that attack boat can probably hold it out, and he will get the win here. And he is getting it armed. So kudos to those guys. I was about to question that move, but you know what? They made it happen. And that's a really good job. And he is doing the greatest thing that I love players to do. He's sticking by the bomb site. Even though it meant his own death, he knew, I'm going to sacrifice myself to make sure that I get this bomb site detonated. And that's huge. I hate it when guys arm it and then run way far away into the safe zone and then let it get disarmed. Like, come on, guys. Grow a pair. Get in there. Time to sack up. Take the death. Who cares about your KD? We want to win this game. That's what it's all about. Play objective game modes so that you can play the objective. Crazy talk, right? I'm going to go ahead and zoom out a little bit here, get a bird's eye view of what's going to be happening as people are moving into where the bomb site is. Now, we know it generally spawns somewhere there in the water canals area around the dam. It varies depending on how many objectives have been blown up, but typically you want to be right in this zone. Now, it's not a bad idea to even be on your death screen if you've died waiting, because you spawn in parachuting up here like those guys are, and you can parachute right down on it once it pops up and you know where it's at. So that's a strategy that I like to do. It looks like a few of these guys are doing it as well, which is not bad at all. Let's see, let's start zooming in a little bit closer. Not a whole lot of action around here right now. We've got one Russian player who's managed to go ahead and snag it. Oh, and he has got some serious enemy armor rolling up on him, and he goes down. It was Scumdog. Gotta love the effort, Scumdog. Just taking the water out of there. Now, it's going to be tough for the Chinese to get this bomb back to safety, because he's got to get out in the water. And he's got a rib boat that, again, no situational awareness. They just took off chasing somebody, going for a kill, which, if he'd been there, probably could have saved his guy. And now it's back kind of a free-for-all, people trying to see what they can do. Now, here comes the rib boat back again. And a jet. I don't know if that guy was using it as a jet taxi or if he was just slightly confused on how the controls work. But you know what? The Chinese might be taking a lead in this game. They got the attack boat guarding him. The rib boat with at least 2 guys in it, pushing the bomb site very, very quickly to the Bravo objective here of the Russians. And there is nobody here defending it. An LAV rolling up. That's their only hope. That LAV is the only hope for the Russians right now. Oh, and that attack boat is doing some work on him. And he has got mines on him now. Oh. And they're out. They bailed. The guys in that LAV just brought their mustache to a beard fight. They were not going to win that one. Not with that attack boat and so many enemy soldiers around there. Now, the Chinese guys have bailed on that objective and decided to go for Alpha. Now, if they had waited a minute, they would have seen that they had just totally dominated that area. But, again, they might have been able to pull this off, too. He's getting the arm. They've got at least 4 soldiers around there. One guy on the roof jumping around. A sniper, no less, who's going to try to pick off some sniper shots instead of getting in and disarming it. That's got to drive you crazy, and he's going to die on the explosion. And you know what? He deserves to die. Sitting right out there with a sniper rifle, not even pretending to get in and disarm it. It's really kind of depressing if you're on the Russian side, because now the Chinese have taken the lead. All they need is that final bomb site, and then they're done for. The Russians will be out of this game. And that guy, you know what? He may not have been able to pull it off, but if he had tried, maybe he has one of those Rambo moments, and he makes it work. That's what you got to do. You got to give it the effort. Maybe 9 times out of 10 you fail, but that one time that you kill 5 guys, get the magical disarm, and get out of there and save the team, that's all worth it. That is all worth it. But you know what? As I like to say, you can't fix stupid. That's just how it is. Some people are just going to play their own way, and that's it. They're not going to change. They don't care how many times people tell them they're not helping the team, they're not doing well. They're just going to do their own thing. And you know, that's the life in the battlefield. It's all right. One more reason you want to play with as many players that you know as you can, aka YeshGaming. Also, gotta love it. Platoons haven't been live very long. We've already filled up our first one, maxed out at 100 players. Opening up other platoons currently so we can keep on adding people in. Oh, and there goes the jet taxi. And that jet into the dam. But you know what? He's got the bomb, so it worked. And look up here. You've got a couple of Russian snipers up here, not even close to pretending like they're helping their team out. That is just sad. There's always going to be those guys, though, you know? There's always going to be those guys. Draven, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Nice! You're a part of Yesh now. Excellent. Good stuff, bro. If you got a PS4, hop in this game. Server is in the title of the live stream. Now, the Russians are making a move here, trying to do some work. They've got the bomb now. He's running solo, not really getting much help at all from his team, so this is going to be a tough gig. Dogs rule. Wonder what pet's his favorite. He's got a lot of Chinese guys around him. But you know what? Kudos to this guy for trying. Oh, is he about to lose his tags? No, they're just going to shoot him. Oh, counter knife! Oh, counter knife. Dogs rule. Gotta hate that. You go for that panic knife. This ain't Call of Duty. We're in the big boy club now. That counter knife is a beast. It'll get you every time. Chinese taking control of this map right now. Really kind of banding together well as a team. And you see Russian snipers out in the middle of nowhere and up on that tower like that. 2 guys. Look at that. What are they doing? I don't even want to know. This is a family show. They got to get down here in the game, though. Got to get down here in the game and start helping your team play the objective. Now, that guy's got a tough time getting through this attack boat. Got to love that erratic Jeep driving as well. That's just fantastic. And they've managed to grab the bomb back, so the Russians back in control, and they've got to hold this out. They've got to keep this possession and go score it, because if the Chinese get one more, they're done. Dogs rule. You know what? He got the counter knife against him last time, but props to this guy for playing the objective. I'm actually going to follow him for a little bit. Props to you, Dogs rule. But you know what? Not... Oh, I wonder if Pac doesn't know that he's got a guy with him, or he may have had the enough damage that he couldn't move temporarily. You gotta hate that. But Dogs rule. Kudos to you if you ever see this video. Gave you a hard time earlier because you got counter knifed. That's all in good fun. But you know what? You are playing the objective hard, and I love that. And here you are, about to get an objective arm if those snipers can't get you. And you did. I love it. I love that these snipers are set up, popping as many shots as they can, and they just can't manage to kill him. One more reason why snipers are some of the least helpful guys in objective game modes like this. Again, that's my opinion. Argue with me if you'd like. But that is, in my experience, almost always the way it is. And look at that. At the last second, Dogs rule. Props to you, bro. Gave you a hard time, but mega props to you. At the literal last minute of that game, tied it up for a draw. That is impressive. Very impressive, because that was down to the wire. I wasn't keeping an eye on the time, and that was pretty darn close to a loss. So we've got a draw here, which just goes to show you we've got some pretty competitive teams going on. It looks like each team probably has the same amount of worthless snipers, so they're keeping it interesting. We've got Conquer and Corrido from Yesh have joined in, so we've got looks like 4 Yesh guys in now. Still some room in this server. If you've tuned into the stream, definitely join in. Server name there in the title. But the only thing this game needs is more cowbell, and that's just personal opinion. But I'm going to go ahead and throw that out there. So, community question. First one for this week's live stream. If you're watching it later on YouTube, put your answer down in the comments below right now while we're waiting for the next map to load up. Community question. What is your favorite air vehicle? Favorite air vehicle? Jet. Maybe it's a Jeep that you had a bunch of friendlies throw some C4 on it and launch you through the map. A helicopter, whatever it is. Favorite air vehicle? For me, personally, and this might be kind of random to a lot of people, if it's done well, I love the support chopper. The big old Hueys, they just cart people around. It is a beautiful thing when you get a pilot who's willing to do that the whole game and actually just give his entire team really good position all the time because they can spawn in and out of it. I love that. Yes, other helicopters, jets, etc., those are all super important. But, you know, the support guy, if he's doing it well, really can be a massive help to his team. And you just don't see that a whole lot. So that's my opinion, but throw your vote down below. What's your favorite air vehicle? And we're going to go ahead and get set up in this game. It looks like we got a lot of guys converging right here in the middle. There's the bomb. Let's see who's going to get off to an early lead with it. Now, before we do anything else, let's make sure we got teams. Okay, so Yesh is now on the U.S. side. So we need to go find them. Conquer's in Alpha Squad. And looks like Delta has the others, so good to know. We'll be keeping an eye on those peeps. I'm sure they will be in the heart of the action quite a bit. Carito likes the little bird. Nice. The little bird's close to the top for me as well. I really enjoyed the little bird. And Pax says he missed out on joining the Yesh platoons. Bro, do not worry. We are opening more. And there's actually some talk right now. I've got a poll up on the forums actually for this week asking what people think about making each platoon platform specific. So one of them PS4, you know, one of them PS3, one PC, Xbox, the whole deal. You know, have multiple platoons set up that way so that you know whatever platoon you're in, everybody else that's in there you can play with. Kind of makes sense, honestly. Now that would involve me kicking a lot of people out of the first platoon to make it work, but I'm leaning that direction. So unless everyone just absolutely hates that idea, I think that's what we're going to do. So no worries if you haven't gotten any Yesh platoon yet. Probably some changes coming, and you'll definitely be able to get in one. And we'll keep opening up more as we need to, so that's no big deal. Man, it is some serious firefight. Quite the bloodbath going on around this bomb site right here. Somebody snagged it, and it went down immediately. You've got choppers floating around, doing their thing. Looks like 2 armored vehicles for the U.S. And they've managed to snag it, and they are moving forward in a tank. So unless someone's got some C4 or mine set up, that is going to be tough to stop. Now, he may be the only one in that tank, which could be a problem, because when he hops out... Nope, he's got a driver, so he's good. Let's get a look at it. Tank's watching it. Now, somebody could ninja in their way through the back here, and if they killed that one U.S. soldier, they could get it, but it doesn't look like anybody's around here. U.S. starting off strong, taking out the first objective. Gotta love that explosion. I love the huge explosions of Obliteration. It makes it so much fun. Killing all kinds of bad guys when they're all huddled around it trying to get the disarm. Good times indeed. Oh, are we getting some tags? Are we getting some... Oh, he just shot him. Oh, Siphon. You got to get those tags. Oh, he's teabagging him. He's Oh, that's fantastic. And his friend went up and did something there. Oh my goodness. I personally don't typically drop the old coin purse on my enemies a whole lot, but it is quite hilarious in spectator mode to see somebody else doing it. You gotta love that. New bombs up. Lots of U.S. soldiers around there. Let's see what they're gonna do. A couple of Russians trying to push their way in. Looks like they got some armor on the outskirts. Not too bad. Now those the teabaggers up here have decided to stay on the roof, which is not a good idea in my opinion, because they're now no longer helping their team out. He teabagged that other guy because he was camping on the roof, and now these guys are. So you gotta love the hypocrisy there. But U.S. back in control of the bomb, doing what they can. He is looking for a way out of there. Probably calling out for a vehicle. It's Dog's Rule! You know what? That's one of my favorite guys now. That guy's always in the action. I'm going to go follow him again. Dog's Rule, doing some work. Well, he's hiding now, which is really unfortunate. I mean, I know you need... it's always easy to be the sideline coach and call out what people should do, but this is a tough spot because the longer he sits here, the more the enemies are just going to close in around his position. And now he's got his other teammates like, dude, what are you doing? Get out of here! Yeah, gotta get out of there, bro. Even if you don't have a vehicle or something, you just gotta make a run for it. Because it's only a matter of time, like that, before you go down. So, a couple of Russian snipers reminding them that this is not a fairy tale, that they are in a battle. And it looks like a U.S. player managed to get the bomb, and he's heading out of there, trying to make something happen. So, gonna be a tough run. He's on foot, he's being chased, and he's only got one buddy. Looks like a couple buddies maybe trying to slow him down. But props to this guy for just getting the job done. You gotta get the bomb out of there and start making something happen. Siphon. Moving forward. Still got quite a run before he gets to a bomb site. And he goes down. Looks like there was a little bit of a trap waiting on some Russians here. And, one more U.S. player. Oh, is he gonna... It's Carito! And she goes down. Hard to survive that. Hard to survive that. A lot of Russians in that area. So the real question is, how are they going to get it out of here? Because if we're just running on foot back and forth, then you're just going to have a lot of deaths going back and forth too. Somebody's got to get some armor in here, or a heck of a lot of foot soldiers if they're going to try to push this thing one direction or the other. Now, they keep moving backwards on this team. There they go. Trying to make a run through the woods. Somebody, Libre maybe. Oh, it goes down. Surprise, surprise. Somebody found you. And that's the thing. You can try to take a clever route around the corner, but it's obliteration. Everybody and their mom's best friend knows where you are on the map. So you've got to just get in a vehicle and get there as quick as you can, or and get something that's got some serious armor that can protect you. Because running off through the woods over here, not going to happen. You're going to have plenty of guys tracking you down. Somebody's rolling up in the in-wrap, honking the horn frantically. Hey, get in here! Anybody's bomb right now. Anybody's bomb. U.S. taking control, but this is a tough spot to be because there's no vehicles in the area. Let's get a little wider look. No vehicles in the area that they're actually hopping in to get a ride, and there's a lot of soldiers on both teams really putting in some work. Legit Noob in the live stream has got a good question. We'll post that as the next community question at the next break. So thank you for that, sir. We'll discuss that soon. U.S. player laying down, trying to stay alive, into a vehicle and dead. Wow. Just crazy talk right now. Back and forth like mad. Now, if they can hop in a chopper, it's a tough call because they're easy to blow up. And they might get out of there? Nope. It's not going to happen. But if they can get out of there in that chopper, that's just almost a guaranteed explosion. Almost a guaranteed explosion unless they can get out of there. Once they get out of there and get to the enemy bomb site, it's tough to beat because most people aren't sitting back by the bomb site guarding it. They're out here in the action. And so that chopper can just bypass everybody real fast. Scumdog doing some work. Let's follow him for a little bit. Grab the bomb. Probably not going to last long with this much chaos. Nope. But you know what? He's in the thick of it, keeping it interesting. You got to love that. This is where the time burning just really comes into play. And the fact that the U.S. already have one bomb site down is a really helpful thing for them. Yeah, there's 11 minutes left in this game, but the way it's going right now, this is probably not going to be a game that ends with one team getting all the objectives destroyed. Probably going to end up a timed out game. So if the U.S. can just keep board control and stall the Russians from getting to their objectives, like they're doing right now, they are going to be able to hold out for this victory. Scum got the bomb, or he doesn't have the bomb, but he's reviving his people, getting them out there. Gotta love it. Doing as much as he can to keep things interesting. Not sure who this person is. Someone. They're in the thick of it with a sniper rifle. More power to you. Some people do really good close quarter sniping. AMJ, a Yesh member, is a fantastic close quarter sniper. Personally, not my best, so I stay away from it, but if you can do it well, more power to you. Now, it looks like the Russians may have finally broken out a little bit. They are heading towards... Oh, he goes down, but you know what? They made some serious headway on the map. They got out of that crazy woodland area, and they're actually making a push towards Alpha here. The question is, are they going to get the backup they need to make it all the way? And it looks like maybe not. U.S. have taken back over. Pac-Man doing the bunny hop of invincibility, surviving it. Gotta love it. And he is now making a move again. So the question is, are any vehicles going to come give him a ride, or is he just going to have to hoof this thing all the way? Because that's going to be a tough way to go. A real tough way to go. And again, he can't see what I see. So for all he knows, there's a million guys waiting around this next rock, or it could be wide open clear. He has no idea. Now, he's got a lot of foot soldiers with him, which I love. Let's actually go to his first-person perspective. No, it's Corito that's got the bomb. Excuse me. I thought Pac had it. He was just running right next to her. Props to Corito. We'll take a little third-person look here. Lots of helpers around there. And you know what? They might actually run this thing all the way in. Except for that. Except for that. AA gun making it difficult. Now, the question is, are there enough U.S. soldiers in this area to push this thing in? Not looking like it right now. It looks like it was just that one squad. And they, the Yesh squad went down, and that was it. Which is really sad, because they made some serious headway. If the rest of the U.S. had pushed up with them, that might have been the second objective down. I haven't given up yet, of course, but this is, it's not a walk in the park anymore. Russians have been able to set up somewhat of a blockade of soldiers there. Legit noob question in the live stream, is Yesh only on PS4? Not at all, sir. Primarily on PS4 and PS3, because that's where I play. As the leader of the YouTube channel and platoons. But we do have guys on every platform, and I think we're leaning towards opening up platoons for each platform specifically, just to make it easy to know who you can play with. So, I don't know who this is out here solo, but props to them. That is like the belly of the beast. And they just ran in and said, I don't think so. Well, then they died. But they manned up and grabbed the bomb out from under the nose of like 5 Russian players. That is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And here goes somebody being bold, making a run on their own, which, you know what you got to do. If your team is not helping you, that's what I do at least. It's just like, okay, whatever, I'll go by myself. Probably going to die, but I'm going to try it. MRAP passes right by. Lot of U.S. soldiers in the way. Yeah. But you know what? Even though you would look at that and say, oh, they failed, they didn't make it all the way, they got the bomb that much farther away from their own objective. And that's something to be said for that. If you're all alone, you just do what you can and hope that your teammates can eventually catch up and pick up the remaining pieces. Now we're down to the 6.5-minute mark in this game. So it's going to be... it's going to get down to crunch time for the Russian team here. They're going to have to get at least one U.S. objective out if they even want to get a draw. Bomb is relocated up to the roof, so it's anybody's game at this point, and surprisingly, no snipers up there to grab it. But we do have a U.S. chopper floating around. That could be huge. If they can get someone to bail out and grab it and pick back up again before things get silly up here, that would be an easy score for them, but they're not. I wonder if they have not realized where the bomb is yet. They're just circling. There we go. There we go. Oh, but they missed the roof. Oh, you gotta hate that. Gotta hate that. Lots of action, but no one making a move to the roof yet. Anybody's bomb at this point. Almost down to 5 minutes now. Really crunch time for the Russian team now. If they're not watching the clock, they're going to get blindsided by the fact that they're down one objective, and it's going to be a U.S. win. Oh, whoever grabbed it hopped off the roof. That was a mistake. You had the chopper up there ready to pick you up. Now, there's a lot of U.S. soldiers around, so they may make it out of this. But, oh, and the chopper is now down in danger zone saying, dude, come on. Come hop in. There he goes. There he goes. Chopper finally got his attention. Oh, and they must not see it. There it is, but that's a lot of time down. Oh, and that is all it took. That RPG saved it. If there was a little more situational awareness there, might have been able to get that going quicker. Now, they wasted some time. They wasted a couple minutes, so that's good. Still strong favorite on the U.S. side to win this game, but that would have been the nail in the coffin there. If they could have gotten it out of there in that chopper, that would have been it. That would have been it. Right now, it's back into anybody's game. No man's land out here in the middle, so it's going to be tough for either team to make a big push right now because there's so many people around there. If you're on the U.S. side, at this point, you almost just want to stall it out. You got 4 minutes. You know, you don't want to purposefully not destroy the enemy objective, but if nothing else, you just hold them off. Just keep the Russians at bay. I like this move right here. I think this is Pack. He's just heading out into the forest. Well, he's actually heading back towards their objectives, but it looks like he may just be stalling it out. Excuse me, getting over a little sickness here. Take a little sip of something. Oh, brilliant! I love it. Let's go follow him. Absolutely love it. Fell back. They've got the bomb on board now. Fell back to safety. And now they are getting the bomb all the way across. I absolutely love it. Pack doesn't have the bomb, but he's following the bomb carrier. Nobody back here. This is it. Game over for the Russians. They will have to pull an absolute miracle. I don't even know if they have enough time for the bombs to spawn in. But this looks like the U.S. just sealed the deal for their team. Yeah, not even close. Really well done there by the U.S. side. Getting the bomb, pulling it back, waiting for their chopper support. The Russians thought they were safe. They see the bombs way back in enemy territory, so they think they're okay. And out of nowhere, the U.S. has a chopper fly up, and just that quickly, that's it. That quickly, they get in and get the score. So 2 minutes left. This is definitely game. Now it's just a courtesy matter of letting the time run out. We just got to wait for the ending here. But a phenomenal job by the U.S. soldiers there at the very end. Great teamwork. I have to assume there was some communication. The way that they fell back and waited for that chopper did not look like an accident. Now let's see if the Russians can save a little face. They've got just under 2 minutes to grab this bomb, at least destroy one objective, make themselves feel better while they're going to sleep at night. He's got it in an in-wrap. If nobody's got some C4, he's making a run on it. Props to this guy for not giving up. You know, so many players give up and just start being stupid. This guy's like, no, I'm going to go get me some points. Oh, did he just do like a sweet power slide? This isn't Mario Kart, but I liked it. All the way to Charlie in the M-Wrap. Props to this guy. Now, if I was him, I'd arm this thing, back that M-Wrap up about 30 yards, and hop on that gun. Hop on that M-Wrap 50 cal. He's not. He's ducking around. Oh, somebody might lose their tags. Carito. Oh, she got it. She ninja'd in there and got it. Oh, but it's Kim. Kim in the chopper. Wow, this is insane. All kinds of Yesh people jumped in now. All kinds. I absolutely love it. Well done, Carito. Just the knife in the back there at the very end saying, no, we have the victory, but I'm not even going to let you destroy one objective. This is just game. You guys are just going to have to suck it with no points on the board. Gotta love that. And they're just camping out, waiting for the time to go down. So no hope for the Russians at this point. Really a great game. The Russians have nothing to be ashamed of. They played a fantastic game. Even though the final score looks like they got stomped, they put up one heck of a fight all the way in. So you really got to appreciate their efforts, and especially there at the end, that they made a nice run, almost got an objective down to get some points on the board for their team. So you got to love that. Now I think I saw Kim in here. She's a longtime Yesh member. Let's see if we can find her and follow her here at the very end. There she is. Oh, she's dead. And that's it. That's it for that game. Fantastic. Well done. Ooh, and someone just said they want Mexecutioner to join the stream, a.k.a. the wife, the wifeykins. I would agree with you. She has a friend upstairs. So I highly doubt it, but I like your idea. Also, one of my favorite things about Spectator Mode is the wicked ending screen you get. Like, it still goes to this screen like, oh, we think you're supposed to get some points, but we're confused. And then it just freaks out into nothing. So Kim, didn't even know she was in the game. Look at her doing some work. Love that. Another Yesh member, I'm sure she'll be working her way over to the side with everyone else after this. So, community question time. Community question time. By the legit noob in the live stream, but I like this question. What is your favorite map for Obliteration? What's your favorite map to play Obliteration on? He said Golmud Railway or Operation Lockdown. I'm assuming Locker, or maybe that's just the fun way he says it. But that's a great question. Favorite map for Obliteration? I'm going to have to agree with him on Golmud Railway. It's wide open. Vehicles galore. It is just a vehicle melee party out there. It's absolute insanity. Snipers can actually be sort of helpful because it's so open they can get a lot more kills than some of the other maps. And And I love on Goldwood Railway being able to just fly in with a Jeep, snag it right from out from under their noses when they think they got it locked down, and you just blazing out of there. That's fantastic. Round Wolf, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Just saw your post in the comments. So, Goldwood Railway for me, but if you're watching this later on YouTube, post in the comments right now your favorite Obliteration map and why. Always curious to hear various reasons why people like certain things. And you know what? That return to the combat area. Hilarious. That'd be awesome. It gives me like a death. And I'm in spectator mode on my stats. That would be fantastic. Why is it saying that? I'm not out of the combat area. Sillies. Probably because the game hadn't fully started yet. Or it's going to keep saying it. Who knows? Let's switch cameras. We'll go to this camera and see if it wants to play nice. So there's the bomb. Everyone's flying in right off the bat. Let's take a second and see what teams everybody's on. Gotta know to follow my peeps. Looks like the majority of Yesh still on the U.S. side. Kim still holding it down with the Chinese. Gotta love that. Maybe she's going for some Yesh tags. Can't complain. I think everyone enjoys doing that from time to time. Probably in the same Delta squad. Yes, they are. So we'll be watching Delta squad on the U.S. And Kim is down in Delta as well. So keep an eye on those guys. And oh my gosh, the U.S. already have the bomb in their attack boat. This is sick. They are making some early moves, powerful moves. If they get this sucker armed, I'm assuming they're going to roll to Charlie. Or Bravo, I'm sorry. And they're going to have an attack boat just sitting there saying, yeah, no, you're not gonna disarm this. We're just going to go ahead and guard it with this. No thanks. Oh, but he beached it! I don't think that was on purpose. Sweet little power slide in there and beached it. But they're doing the nice little glitch. If you didn't know this, you can melee water vehicles and actually get them back into the water. So props to Pac-Man for knowing that little trick. Maybe it gets patched one day, but for right now, if you have an accidental beaching, that sounds dirty, you can save it. Hop out and melee it back into the water. Looky there, that attack boat's back going again. Now, we just had one road kill, and it looks like they traded kills there. Corrido, nicely done. You went down, but you saved the plant. So the bomb was planted, and y'all got it done. So U.S. off to an early lead here. China already down one objective. And I love that that attack boat is back in the game. That is just hysterical that you can melee stuff to get it back in. Absolutely love it. I'm going to take a quick second, check in on the stream, make sure our quality is still rocking. Yeah, it looks like we're doing just fine. So we're just waiting for the bomb. Everybody's fighting for position. Well, if they're smart, they're fighting for position. Got some people parachuting in. If I'm dead at this point, yeah, I guess apparently it has an area up there that they just don't like you to fly around in if you're in the spectator mode, which is really funny. You know what? Just for hilarity's sake, what's it going to do if I die? Like, what's it going to do? Maybe it'll make the game crash. It's spectator mode if you're outside the combat area and it ticks down. It legitimately takes down that camera. That's fantastic. Oh, I love it. I might have to report that to DICE. That is hysterical. The only map I've ever seen that happen on is this one. Love it. Now, the Chinese are saying, we will not go quietly into the night. Fighting back with a Jeep right into the U.S. territory. Wow, they got up there quick. Throwing down some mines. Maybe that C4. Either way, it's brilliant. I love it. Oh! And the M320 ends that glorious run. And there come the U.S. crushing dreams, getting the bomb back. Now, there's a lot of Chinese rolling up here. This could still be interesting. If that U.S. player doesn't get the bomb out of there quick. Well, a lot of vehicles too, though. Gonna be having a few issues there in the chopper. Quentin's struggling a little bit. But, man, while we're enjoying that little spectacle, the U.S. flying through the map on a Jeep again. This is really good work by them. They are coordinating attacks well, grabbing the bomb quickly. Absolutely love it. doing some work. Now, there's some Chinese here. They're not going to make it a walk in the park. But the U.S. Oh, solo player. Going to be tough to survive that running solo. Good effort, but not quite good enough. Hopping on the tactical jet ski, because if it's in this game, it's got to be tactical, right? Taking it back. Oh, wow! Shot off the back. Props to this player. That was impressive. Who is it? Scumdog. Well done, sir. Rolling on the jet ski. And then hops to the second seat to get the shot off and kill the bomb carrier. Now, he went down, but that was awesome. You bought your team some time to get back in there and at least try to set up some sort of a defense. Oh, there it is. There comes the big boy. If they, yeah, there they are. Dizzle 507 in the RCB saying no thank you. So it's going to be tough for the Chinese to fight their way out of this. They've got some soldiers in the area, but if that attack boat moves up, that's going to be game. Oh, and they've got a chopper watching it too. There it comes. Oh, no, not the arm. Somebody saved it. Who was it? Over here. Well done to those Chinese soldiers. Corito moving in. Gets the kill and gets the arm. There she is. Heck of a player. Now, will the Chinese get close enough in time? No, they will not. Nobody even in the area. Too far away. Those timers are way too quick to not be right on it. Done and done. Skadoosh. Corito, nicely done with the final save there. Scum earlier with the killer moves off the back of the jet ski. That's a PWC training video. Might have to get him to outsource his skills and put that together. Very well done. All around U.S. team putting in some solid work. They're up 3-1 right now, as far as objectives remaining. 2 down on the Chinese side. So China, they got a little over 12 minutes to do some work, but it's going to be tough. It's always tough to fight back from this kind of a deficit. Not a whole lot of people out here in the middle getting ready for the new bomb to pop up. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. Looks like a few players parachuting in, getting ready for that. Now, one other thing, if you've got some classic sportscaster type one-liners, throw those in. Go to the YeshGaming forums, yeshgaming.forummotion.com. It's going to be in the description of this video. And we actually got a thread for the Shoutcast where people are throwing in their hilarious one-liners for me to say for various situations. Love hearing them. So head over there and throw in your addition to that. Absolutely love to get some more feedback there, and I'm sure some of you guys have some classic phrases that would be quite entertaining. Now, they got a long way to go in this Jeep, especially being chased by multiple choppers if they're going to get all the way to Alpha. 1 down, still on the run. Yeah, not looking like that soldier is getting out of there. Yeah, too many Chinese in the area. But as we know, the U.S. has not gone quietly at any point during this game, so it's going to be interesting to see what the Chinese do here. Looking like a little disorganization. There comes a Jeep. He's honking. He's saying, bro, wake up. Let's do this. So they hopped in. They got some transportation. Oh, are they going to hit those mines? It looks like they... Oh, they did. Dr. Tolo with a fantastic placement of the M2 slams. He just picked up a quad. Now, the Chinese are still here. They've got another armored vehicle. And unfortunately, that player was just not paying attention because they could have easily hopped in that vehicle and been long gone. And it's, we talked about it earlier, situational awareness. That's huge. They just standing there while they had a friendly vehicle right there, ready to be their transportation right into the enemy base, and they did nothing. So that's kind of a fail on that player. You got to know what's going on around you. Whenever you get the bomb, your primary objective is not who can I kill, it is where's the closest vehicle. Every time, where's the closest vehicle. Now, that person trying to pick off a kill, seeing what they can do, but again, they're hiding over on this rock. They're looks like they're... Now, Kim, unfortunately, spawned on them. That was just unlucky for her. But, because whoever that was hiding behind that rock initially, that's what I'm talking about. People are too afraid for their stats. They don't want to die. And they're just not willing to get out in the thick of the action. And that is the reason the U.S. team is dominating right now. But look how many guys. They're just all like, yeah, throw me in, coach. I will get right in there and be a bullet sponge if that's what we need. They've got so many guys overwhelming it that it's really, really tough for the Chinese just to get anything accomplished here. Now, RCB is like Pac-Man in the RCB. Guys, you can ride with me. Somebody's got this bomb out on foot over here. Still making some progress with the RCB in the area. Jose got the bomb. With the RCB in the area, it's going to be tough for the Chinese to get it back, but it looks like... Oh, went down. Who's there? Can they get the bomb and survive it? One Chinese sniper up there, still not getting the kill. It's just embarrassing when you're on the Chinese team, or any team, and you're a sniper out in the middle of nowhere, you still don't get the kill, and then you just get embarrassingly killed when you already had position. It's one more reason why you want to be in the action and not out being silly. Corrito moving in for the plant. This is going to be game for the U.S. if they can pull it off. Looks like they're going to... Oh, wow! Chaos in there right now, but it looks like the U.S. are going to hold it out. Couple more seconds, and that is Dunzo. Skadoosh again, folks. Wow, U.S. just dominated that one. Sorry, Kim, on the Chinese team. Didn't have a whole lot of backup working for you, but still an entertaining game. Mega props to the U.S. They had some killer moments there of working together and even just individuals doing some really, really great stuff. So mega props to those guys for just a fantastic win. And look at the Chinese backing out of this game. Of course, Kim's sticking it in at the top because she's a fighter. But too many Chinese like, nah, we're done. I'm going to go snipe somewhere else. Mega props, U.S. Phenomenal game. Very, very, very well done there. That's actually going to be it for me. I'm going to call it on that one. 3 fantastic games in this Shoutcast. Corrito planting all 3 bombs in that final game. I mean, if ever there was some PTFO action, that was it. Well done to her. Thank you for tuning into the live stream. And for all you viewing on YouTube, thank you as well. Throw your answers to the questions, to the community questions down in the comments. And I will be back with another Shoutcast again soon. If you want to get involved in the next one, if you're a PS4 player or you just want to tune in and watch as it all goes down, head over to twitch.tv/YeshGaming. Follow me there. It'll notify you when I go live. You can also follow YeshGaming on Twitter because unless I forget, and usually I don't, I always try to tweet out when I'm going to go live also. So tons and tons of fun. I'm going to be setting up league brackets pretty soon, and we're actually going to be having some league play going on where you get in. You don't have to be there every week, but every time you can get in, the points you accumulate, I'm going to have it set up in a certain way where people have a ranking system, and we'll actually have some pretty fun league stuff going on there with all the shoutcasting live streams. So a lot of cool things going on. Get involved. Love to have more and more people turning out. Thank you for tuning in. You guys are awesome. Had a blast, and I will see you in the next one.